2013. The alpha system is me being extremely picky and allowing a very, very small amount of people into the company to test it. But even when we were testing, we were paying commissions to those people that were referring to small amount of people. In September of 2013, we launched Beta MVP. MVP stands for Minimal Viable Product. On November 18th of 2013, we launched full software into SocialZing, at which point I was probably almost divorced because it was just crazy. From November until now, we are in 63 countries, which is mind-boggling. Over 6,000 new reps and several thousand customers more right now in SocialZing. And all of this is happening is because that the social software is so easy to use. I've built this software so that a 10-year-old can use it. If Dave Rayburn can use this, anybody can use this. And I'll tell you that real quick. When I met Dave, and he was this big construction boy, it was, I'll try your stuff, click. That was it. That was the conversation. It wasn't 3 months later that he said, Mike, I think you're onto something here. I want to continue pushing this software. And now Dave is one of the largest distributors in SocialZing and very aggressive, and Nathan knows all about that because the two of them can't leave me alone. So, but things are coming. I want to tell you about things that are coming. We are in SocialZing 2.0 version. SocialZing 3.0, we are scheduling to launch through August and into September, which is prime time recruiting and network marketing and referring new services to people, whether they be a distributor or a customer. We are going full on mobile. You will be able to use 2 applications. You will be able to do webinars on your smartphone, which includes the iOS, which is Apple, and your Android. If you have 4G service or obviously Wi-Fi, you'll be able to do a webinar meeting from your phone, regardless of where you're at. As long as you got some type of internet, you can do it. The second app is probably one of my baby. No, SocialZing is my baby. Don't get me wrong, but the new baby is I have been able to compress the social suite into a micro-manageable app where you can literally take any type of media from any SEO engine, which is at Google, AOL, Yahoo, Bing, and slide it into the app, and every single person that has a cell phone number in your phone, you can share it with. Like that. Wow. You can share PowerPoint presentation. How amazing would that be for the small business, the medium business, and the large business to share a PowerPoint presentation that's up to 15 megs in size, and it is there in 3 seconds if they got a smartphone. Wow. All they need is the app. Every person that is in your cell phone, you can instantly text through the app, and you can control who you text. You can create micro groups, similar to what is done with the Apple phone, but the micro groups, not only if you're in the micro group, you can share the media that you want to. So you can take the social suite, and if you want to share the landing page, you put it into the phone, send it off, and it's done. And that is just a piece. Dave's actually seen it, and I thought he was going to pass out when he saw what he could do. And that's just the start of what's coming. And just so you know, what's working in the corporate arena is that we actually work with Facebook. We work with Twitter. We work with Tumblr. I was talking to a young lady, we work with Instagram and Pinterest and try to coerce our software to work functionality together. Now, some social networks are picky, I'll be nice, and some are not, and some are nice. But it's a work-through process. That's why we don't have Instagram yet. That's why we don't have Pinterest yet. It's because it's a work in progress. If I could go into those companies right now and say, look, this is my API, what's yours, and it was done, we had every single 197 networks out there that are at least known all on the social suite, and that would just be too much. But those are the 2 big things that are coming. And we're also going to make the plan simpler. Because if you're going to get involved in social media, regardless if you're doing this for the opportunity or for a business, we're taking away the 2 other plans. You're all in or you're out. So we're going to get rid of the basic plans. We're going to get rid of the Zing Pro plan. All we're going to have is the Zing Pro Plus. And from here on out, everything will be added into the system at the one price, We have no plans as of right now increasing their price because I have no overhead. I don't need to ship you guys juice. It should be my business card if you want. But the ability for us to keep the software costs so low is because data really doesn't cost that much. So that's why we can keep the service really cheap. Same webinar system that's used at GoToMeeting and GoToWebinar, which are actually technically two different services, are each $99 a month. We get the same thing here for already $99. The texting platform, which is a company we actually absorbed, which is GoNudge, which is actually here in two places in California and Arizona. That same service that you have here, they were charging businesses $57 a month just for what you guys are now. The ability to do your auto posting in your networks and adding them together. There are social networks that are like Hootsuite that false advertise, and I'm not calling them out, but I don't bait you in for $9.95 and say, oh look, by the way, you gotta spend $1,500 a month to use our full software to really get the media to work for you. That's insane. We don't do SEO analytics because I've had a lot of questions about that. SEO analytics or Google AdWords are for people who have budgets of about $5,000 to $20,000 a week. This is not for people who are wanting to go out and spend a whole bunch of money in hopes that it's going to get an ROI. This is to build a foundation and a visual aspect that you are a real person and that you are a real business and that you're creating custom content or the content that my company provides to you to create a following. And at the end of the day, it is always about data. That's what it's all about. And I promise you, as the owner, I will continue to give you data or fields and constantly upgrade the software because I am OCD and I am never happy with what I ask Dave. It has to work right or it's not coming out, bar none. And the beautiful little tip that, because I know Mark Zuckerberg, and he is, he's an interesting fellow, has a nice ego, but his wife is really nice. But, but when you start a software, you usually build the software from the bottom up. Make sense? So, does people remember when they were updating Facebook and people didn't like the way they were updating Facebook and it pissed off people, and I don't mean it, but it pissed me off because I had to change my software. But why was Mark making people mad? And why was he changing the software the way he had to? It's because Mark and his IT team can't take the software and pull it from the bottom and replace it with something new. He'd have to literally shut down Facebook to do that. Now you think Mark's going to do that with 1.4 billion people, with 76% of those people online every single day? You think he's going to do that? No. So what is he going to do? He's going to keep stacking new updates on top of each other, right? Yeah. So from day one, when I started making this software, I knew that instead of creating a foundation, I created a circle. At any given point of any given day, if I want to update something, I can take the circle and I take a piece off. You guys will never know that I'm in the software. Wow. So when I need to update a piece of the software, I can pull it out and put it back in and constantly expand the circle forever and forever and consume companies just like we did with the texting platform, and you guys will never know what's happening. Isn't that pretty cool? So, another thing is, and I won't tell you names, is that we've had 12 offers on this company already. Probably can't guess who one of them was. But, and our software is patented too. You can't copy what I've created. You guys want to be the first to know something that's coming?
Yes.
Okay. SocialZing, we're hoping by next year. It's in alpha system right now. Dave has seen a touch of it. It's not the app. Nathan has seen a touch of it. SocialZing will have its own social network. Very own. Not only is it going to piss off Mark Zuckerberg, But it's going to have the ability of something that I know agitates every single one of you that is on Facebook, and that is the useless crap that is on Facebook that goes onto your wall. How many of you can raise your hand and tell me that you can separate your personal and your business life on Facebook? Not one of you. Not one of you can do that. Why? Because Mark can't fix it. So why not be able to control your personal lives and your business lives all on one network and have the ability to connect to the companies that you want to and only contain it in what we're going to call a loop. That is also patented. Guess who else wants that? So that is coming for you guys. And it is probably going to be one of the coolest things that is going to be released in SocialZing. And guess what? How much is it going to cost you? 0. So why not have a social network that is part of a SocialZing that not only can you use to create your business life and separate it from your personal life and attract them to SocialZing? Because they'll get the social network for free. But the code has already been based that when they come to you in your social network, it's already linked to your main social site. So that means if they upgrade, guess whose customers they are? Yours. This company is here to make you guys very, very financially independent. Now I'm 34 now. I was full-time in network marketing when I was 25. 25. I quit my job when I was 21. All while I went to college, I had no mom, and I had no dad. I only had my grandparents. So any of you that are not involved in SocialZing, or even not even my company, but a network marketing company, I don't even want to hear the excuse. Because if I can do it, every single person that is sitting in a chair tonight can do this. And you got one hell of a vehicle to get you there. And it's only going to get better, and you can take that to the bank.
Every Friday?
Every Friday, honey. it's gonna show up right here, and I hope that you get a text that says, here's your $5,000 weekly check. Everything's digital here, guys. We don't touch checks. We don't send checks. We just send it to you through the air. It's the coolest damn thing I've ever seen. We are you want to talk about pay? We are one of the network marketing companies that are a PC level 1 compliance company, which means that our security in our system is so recognized by banks that you wouldn't believe what I had to do to get there. We are on the top of security. GPG, or Global Payment Gateway Systems, is actually here in California. And they are a PC level 1 compliance competitor company, which means they had to rate me up and down before I could even get in with their company. They manage all the money for us. They send all the money, whether you want to send it to your bank account or your card. And we can pay foreign as well. We can pay internationally. We have another payment processing system that's been approved by our attorney, which is Kevin Thompson, who is the top 5 attorney in the world, which is called iPayout, which will further increase our reach into another 120 countries. Why? Because SocialZing is going to be global big time. And even though we're in 63 countries right now, there's still a lot more to go. So are you going to catch the next 60 countries? Or are you going to sit back and watch Dave pass you by? Because he's a run hard. Nathan's trying to catch him. It's pretty funny. Because Dave's got this little carrot, and it's got chocolate on it, and Nathan's a running. It's coming, and he's just a running. But it's things like that as you watch your team develop. And it's not just Dave and Nathan being here so much, but it's the new leadership that's emerging in SocialZing. It's amazing. Ages. There's no recognition of age. 20-year-olds, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70-year-olds. We had a 75-year-old last week go gold in SocialZing. 75 years of, remember when I said if Dave can use this, anybody can use it? 75 went gold in the company. And that's $250 a week. So, and again, it's I'm not trying to say it's all about the money. SocialZing services will take care of the money for you. Share their service, and the people will come. And I'm in disbelief too, because when we were mind mapping this years ago, I was like, all right, we'll be in like 40-ish, maybe-ish countries in 1 year. 16 weeks, folks, 63 countries. I was just going to the bathroom and 5 more countries came on. I don't even know how that happened. It's just amazing the integrity of the people that are in SocialZing. And I will promise you that we will continue to deliver the services that are cutting edge, because I can't stand crap. I'm OCD. That's a good thing and bad thing. And you're gonna have leadership like Dave. You're gonna have leadership like Michael. You're gonna have leadership like Nathan and Bob. And there's many more. You know, people like Tony coming here tonight. That's the type of people that we are attracting here at SocialZing. And what if you were part of this wave before it reached the summit? Where do you think you guys would be? How many people would like, when I was in network marketing, earning a weekly 5-figure check? How many people want that? Guys are the women and men that are not raising their hand, would you like 6 figures a week? Yeah, that's it. Because that can happen. That can happen here. And I'll pay you handsomely for getting yourself there as well. But that's why we're here. We're here to develop a new way to help our society communicate. Because we are all about knowing about what's going on in everybody else's lives right now. And that's just the way it is. Our children, I have 3 kids. One probably won't make it till next year. That's my boy, and my wife's going to kill him. I don't think he's going to make it to 16. I'm sure he's, what time is it? Yeah. And I have 2 girls. My littlest is 2 years. I know that the books that she reads will be digital. There will be no Dr. Seuss in books when she gets word and her kids. It's just amazing the way our society is evolving every day, every minute of every day. And I got my pulse on it with SocialZing. And you can be part of the trend, or you can sit back, cross your legs, and watch everything else pass you by. Because I can assure you that I'm not going to let that happen to the people that are in SocialZing. So with that, my friends, if you're not in SocialZing right now, I can tell you that, actually, I'll tell you. Because I just do this because I'm OCD. I've been up here for 13 minutes and 52 seconds. And in that time, 11 people have come into SocialZing. If you had, I can connect to my servers through my phone. 11 people have come in since I've been up here. Isn't that amazing? 11 people. Imagine if you would have gotten in and said, Mike, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I'm just going to go ahead and get in and I'm going to leave. And you would have had those 11 people underneath you and the start of the foundation. Imagine what's going to happen through the rest of the night and tomorrow. And the people that are flying from across the world to meet Dave and me and Nathan and all the other leaders that are in SocialZing. That's what you have here at SocialZing. A legacy for every single one of you. Because it's not about me, guys. It will always be about you. And if there's one person in this room right now that knows that I'm driving his legacy, it's Dave Rayburn. And who would have thought that we'd have put down his own construction business to be part of SocialZing? That's huge. From the first phone call that I thought I would never talk to him again, to the fact that he is now my right-hand man. So with that, I will open it up for questions and I'll answer them as best as I can. But if you're not here at SocialZing right now, I suggest you get in.